Welcome to the third glimpse into 10-minute selling, created by my partner Mo Abdu and myself, Stan Fidel. Previously, we discussed how the sales process is like a story. It's a sales story, and it begins with the first 3 minutes. And that's important because you want to set the right mood, a mood of friendliness and collaboration, creation, rather than a me versus you kind of atmosphere. In the second segment, we discussed the most important question, and that was a what if question that begins to inspire the other person and starts to develop more trust and rapport. In this current segment, we're going to talk about Wabi Sabi. Wabi Sabi. No, it's not sushi. Wabi Sabi is a Japanese concept that there is perfection in imperfection. Wabi Sabi. We're going to discuss what it is, 3 simple realities that are contained in it, the importance for you as a salesperson because it helps strip down to the essence of the situation, and its application, which is the acceptance of perfection and imperfection. And then we'll also discuss a tool that you can use to help yourself remember. What is Wabi Sabi? It's centered on the acceptance of transience. Everything is impermanent. For example, think of a leaf. It starts out as a tiny yellow bud and then grows into a green leaf that matures and then finally turns brown and falls apart. This is the reality of everything. Imperfection is the rule. Nothing is perfect. Wabi connotes simplicity, and Sabi refers to beauty that comes with age. 3 simple realities are contained in this concept. The first is nothing lasts forever. Second is nothing is ever finished. And the third, nothing is perfect. Therefore, you don't have to be perfect. Your customer or client doesn't have to be perfect. And your product or service need not be perfect. It just has to do what it's supposed to do. It has to do it well. But perfection is not necessary, nor is it attainable. The concept of Wabi Sabi strips down to the essence of things. It focuses on simplicity. For example, you don't have to have the perfect solution. You have the solution to the major issue. You focus on that simple issue. That brings clarity because you're solving one problem at a time. There's no question about what we're trying to do. It becomes very clear when we look at things from the perspective of one thing at a time. It develops trust. Simplicity is not confusing. Complexity is confusing. It provides inspiration. The notion that there's nothing permanent in life can inspire you to move forward and risk failure. Nothing lasts forever anyway, whether it's great or not. It minimizes fear. For example, if you go into a sales meeting with the understanding that this particular one doesn't have to be perfect, you're going to be much more relaxed. Whatever happens doesn't have to be permanent. If you take this to heart, you begin to know that everything is a work in progress. Everything is incomplete. You also stimulate creativity. Anytime you think in this fashion, you start to become more creative because you are more yourself. This thinking especially helps both a newer, inexperienced person as well as someone who's dealing with a bigger potential opportunity. And it creates authenticity. It allows you to go into any situation knowing the fact that it is not going to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect. You know that whatever you do today is just the beginning or the second or third step of an ongoing process. And you know that whatever you do, there's no permanency involved. Acceptance of perfection in imperfection. You don't have all the answers, and you don't need to have all the answers. You communicate the importance of co-creation. You're doing something together with the other person that's going to give him or her the solution he wants. Transparency and authenticity build trust. By not having all the answers, acknowledging that you're doing it together, there's more trust involved, isn't there? And it removes excessive self-criticism. There's no reason for you to be critical of yourself. To summarize Wabi Sabi, it's the understanding that imperfection is the nature of reality. Once you truly understand and internalize that thought, your whole life, your whole sales life will become a whole lot better. Remember the three simple realities. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing is ever finished. Nothing is perfect. Wabi Sabi strips down to the essence of things. Be simple. Be clear. Establish trust. Inspire the other person. Minimize fear. Stimulate creativity. And just be authentic. If you can accept that there is a kind of perfection in imperfection, your sales life is going to soar. The winning strategy, remember, life is a process. It's impermanent and imperfect. It's like breathing. You've probably never drawn the perfect breath, but you keep breathing and it keeps you alive.